are strange, but effective. Dark fiddle, a version of Fidel, born as a saint and loves to fight. Anyone funny guy, class clown, there's so many jokes. Shake with a guy who fights all versions of himself, and anyone who is willing to take him on. He is a night leader of the night army, has great combat skills, and isn't afraid to fight without a sword. Picks Walker, a male soldier who is visiting the underground to find a tale. Looking to the lost children, only to find his own lover by the name. Heart and be friends with the skeleton names. Ziggy is a well-known, kind-hearted hero. Say a powerhouse, but gentle guy. Stand an evil ruler in a very dark and heartless. Many science, the king of knights, and is very skilled at combat, always keeping his people safe. Prince Dog, the sky is rules, the sky is carefree, and is a hybrid of human and dog. Can he tie a magnificent pony with a question mark? And the cutie mark, powers are strange, but effective. Dog fiddle, a version of the devil, born as a saint and loves to fight. Anyone funny guy, class clown, has so many jokes. Jake will a guy who fights all versions of himself, and anyone who is willing to take him on. Lee is a night leader of the night army, has great combat skills, and isn't afraid to fight without his sword. Hanks Walker, a metal soldier who is visiting the underground of Undertale, looking into the lost children only to find his own lover by the name Heart, and be friends with a skeleton named Sam. Ziggy is a well-known heroes, a powerhouse, but your guy. Sad and evil in a very dark and heartless man. Isaiah, the king of knights, and is very skilled at combat, always keeping his people safe. Prince Dog, skies carefree, is a hybrid of human and dog. Can he pie a magnificent pony with a question mark as a cutie mark? Powers are strange, but effective. Dog fiddle, a version of the devil, born as a saint and
Alright, cool. There's a key here. Oh, there it is. Okay. I was wondering where it was. Couldn't find that. And apparently, it's right there. XP.
I'm straight toxic. Non-stop. Watching from the distance like crypto shows, flying high in the sky, spotting enemies we seen on the far like Bangalore smoke, and we ain't about to choke, rushing through battle like Octane with his speed boost, taking down people left to right, and all our fights even hitting either wall with Maggie drill, torching them all. We stand tall against this, those who placed us here. We got no fear, so sooner or later we beat down these fakers who play around, thinking they're untouchable. No one's down, 6 feet in the ground, hear that sound? It's blood blowing the
Okay. All right.
because deep down inside you knew this wasn't a surprise. Because deep down inside you knew this wasn't a surprise.
That.
Because deep down inside you knew this wasn't a surprise. Because deep down inside you knew this wasn't a surprise. Because deep down inside you knew this wasn't a surprise. Rushing the battle like Octane with his speed boost, taking down people left to right, and all our fights even hitting the goal. With Maggie drill, torching them all. We stand tall against this those who place this hidden, but we got no fear. Stone and later, we beat down these fakers who play around, thinking they're untouchable. Well, one's now 6 feet in the ground, hit every second's bloodhound, blowing the horn for walls. So blood don't hide because deep down inside you knew this wasn't a surprise. Watching from a distance like crypto stones flying high in the sky, spotting enemies. We seem to evolve like Bangalore smoke, and we ain't about to choke. Rushing to battle like Octane with the speed boost, taking down people left to right, and all our fights even hitting the wall. Maggie drill, torching them all. We stand tall against this those who placed us here. But we got no fear, so soon or later we beat down these fakers who play around, thinking they're untouchable. Well, one's down 6 feet in the ground, hit us down, his bloodhound, blowing the horn for war. So don't run, don't hide, because deep down inside you knew this wasn't a surprise. I always need a baddies like women who knows how to back it up and shake that ass, make me stand up and tap that ass. Big booty baddies with small milkers, a big titty round booty bitches who love to entertain me with their bodies and knowing how to work it and twerk it. I need some baddies who call me daddy. I wanna have some baddies who twerk and make me stand at attention when they walk and talk. I love them baddies, women with baddies, they also be petite. I love them baddies. Now I wanna hear them call me daddy as I shake and bounce and dance around. Who wouldn't mind having some baddies who call him daddy? up and shake that ass, make me stand up and turn that ass big. Booty baddies with small milkers or big titty round booty bitches who love to entertain me with their bodies and knowing how to work it and twerk it. I need some baddies who call me daddy. I wanna have some baddies who can twerk and make me stand in attention when they walk and talk. I love them baddies, women with baddies who can also be petite. I love them baddies. Now I wanna hear them call me daddy. Used to shake and bounce and dance around, but wouldn't mind. There's some baddies, call them daddies. Who call them daddies? I love my pink hair, waifu, and I can't help but say Sakura, sexy night, such a baddie. I wanna rock your world and make you mine. I wanna rock your world and make you mine. Cities a woman, kind of the hero. Say a powerhouse, but gentle guys and an evil rule and a very dark and heartless man is such the king of nights and is very skilled and calm, but always even as people say Prince Dog of Skies rules the skies carefree. He is a hybrid of human and dog, Kenny Pie, a mythical pony with a question mark. As a cutie mark, powers are strange, but effective. Dark Fiddle, a version of Fidel, born as a saint and loves to fight. Anyone funny guy, class clown, and so many jokes. Shade to the guy who fights all versions of himself, and anyone who is willing to take him on. He is a night leader of the night army, has great combat skills, and isn't afraid to fight without a sword. Takes walk on a red soldier who is visiting the underground of Undertale. Looking to the lost children only to find his own lover by the name. Heart and be friends with the skeleton names. Ziggy is a well-known, kind-hearted hero. Say a powerhouse, but gentle guy. Stand an evil ruler and a very dark and heartless man. Isaias, the king of nights, and is very skilled at calms and always keeping his people safe. Prince Dog of Skies rules the skies carefree, and is a hybrid of human and dog. Kenny Pie, a magnificent pony with a question mark. As a cutie mark, powers are strange, but effective. Dog Fiddle, a version of the devil, born as a saint and loves to fight. Anyone funny guy, class clown, has so many jokes. Jake will a guy who fights all versions of himself, and anyone who is willing to take him on. Lee is a night leader of the night army, has great combat skills, and isn't afraid to fight without his sword. a well-known kind-hearted heroes, a powerhouse, but your guidance and an evil ruler, very dark and heartless man. Besides the king of knights and a very skilled in combat, always keeping his people safe. Prince Dark Skies carefree is a hybrid of human and dog. Can he pie? A magnificent pony with a question mark as a cutie mark. Colors are strange but effective. Dark fiddle, a version of Adele, born as a Saiyan and loves to fight. One funny guy, class clown has so many jokes. Jake will, the guy who fights all versions of himself, and anyone who is willing to take him on. Lee is a knight, leader of the night. Army has great combat skills and isn't afraid to fight without his sword. Picks Walker, a male soldier who's visiting the underground of Undertale, into the lost children, only to find his all-loved lover by the name Hawk and be friends with the skeleton. He says. Iggy is a well-known kind-hearted hero, say a powerhouse but gentle guy, said an evil ruler and a very dark and heartless man. He's the king of knights and is very skilled in combat, always keeping his people safe. Prince of the skies, carefree, and is a hybrid of human and dog. Kenny Pie, and pony with a question mark as a cutie mark. Powers are strange but effective. Dark fiddle, a version of the devil, born as a Saiyan and loves to fight. Anyone funny guy. Class clown has so many jokes. Shake will a guy who fights all versions of himself. And anyone who is willing to take him on. Lee is a knight, leader of the night army. Has great combat skills and isn't afraid to fight without his sword. Kicks Walker, a male soldier, is visiting a
Oh, wait a
underground
minute.
Undertale, looking into the lost children, only to find his own lover by the name Hard and be friends with the skeleton named Son. From your smile to your voice, people breathe in the fumes, I'm caustic. I just hand me an optic soon. I'm straight toxic, cause I always love to gas up the rooms. Making other people breathe in the fumes, I'm caustic. I just hand me an optic soon. I'm straight toxic, y'all. Always gonna see me laugh at you. Death is a deep in your insanity. I don't need morality, understand. I just do straight up fatality. Screw sweet and nice, so in here is my advice. Take your shot, otherwise you'll get shot. Knocked down, falling to the ground, cause you acted like a clown. Now here's the final round. Girl, yo, you know I always play caustic, cause I always love to gas up the rooms. Making other people breathe in the fumes, I'm caustic. I just hand me an optic soon. I'm straight toxic, cause I always love to gas up the rooms. Making other people breathe in the fumes, I'm caustic. I just hand me an optic soon. I'm straight toxic, y'all. Always gonna see me have that. Your death is a deep in your insanity. I don't need morality, understand. I just do straight up fatality. Screw sweet and nice. Oh, and here is my advice. Take your shot, otherwise you'll get shot. Knocked down, fall into the ground. Because you acted like a clown. Now here's the final round. Yo, yo, you know I always play caustic. Cause I always love to gas up the rooms. Making other people breathe in the fumes, I'm caustic. I just hand me an optic soon. I'm straight toxic. Cause I always love to gas up the rooms. Making other people breathe in the fumes, I'm caustic. I just hand me an optic soon. I'm straight toxic, y'all. Always gonna see me like no, I always play caustic. Cause I always love to gas up the rooms. Making other people breathe in the fumes, I'm caustic. I just hand me an optic soon. I'm straight toxic. No, no, you know I always play caustic. Cause I always love to gas up the rooms. Making other people breathe in the fumes.
Alright, cool. What are you playing? So I'm making my own SMP, and I am currently digging out a whole thing so I can actually start building some really more complicated structures. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm ready to start improving the SMP. Oh, wait, I can just do that. Oh. Now let's see. Where is it? It's like right here. Nope. Right here. Okay. Yeah, it was right next to me. Let's see. What about you? How's it going for you? And would you like to join the SMP? Planning to make a whole art hierarchy later down the line. I'm also kind of playing my own music in the background. So, yeah. All right. Now let's see. How low is this? Pretty low. Oh. I got it. Well, pretty low is too low. About to start mining this whole area, evening it out. Alright, this is pretty good. Did I keep my pickaxe with me? I did. I don't know if you can hear me. I hope you can. I could actually turn my music down, so this is... Alright, cool. I think that's better. Deep Slate Cups. I wonder where this came from. Huh. Oddly enough, a creeper would probably be an easy way to get things done. Okay. And hard day's work. Like, hold up. Hmm. Hmm. I may just have to. Oh yeah, by the way, my whole village is basically uh, a wheat village, so don't be surprised by all the wheat. Hmm. Oh wait, I was gonna make another pickaxe. Two of them will do. I mean, I probably should That way I don't have to go so far. Wait. Oh no. Okay, cool. Let me just come back here. Yeah, this is pretty easy. Oh. Noviowski, don't you have a diamond pickaxe? It's like, I do. With mending on? Like, I do. It's like, oh, and you're not gonna use that? It's like, I could. But like, that's when I go and do some special mining. I probably should set some lights down here. The process of making an SMP is way longer than most actually think it is. It's like a lot of mining, a lot of prepping. Like most people end up making SMPs from worlds where they already like gotten all their collections and everything settled. This is like, why don't you just start like everyone else does? Like after you already done a ton of construction on the world, it's like I could, but I feel like that would be cheating. We're gonna start the SMP. I mean, we should probably do it in a world where we uh, build it from the ground up while people watch. I feel like that would be like the best way of putting it. That was unsuspected. Alright, cool. Anyway, as I was, Hmm. Hmm. haven't seen the villagers in a while, and just so happens the villager spawns on the place that I'm farming. Well, ow. Okay, where did this guy come from? The fuck? Rude. Hmm. This is yeah, I did say something else was a very long process, but this is where the actual process, building the actual like SMP like station. And Okay. It's been quiet for a minute, so I'm just like, you know what, I feel like talking some more. I was talking a lot earlier, and I was just like, alright, I mean, you know, it's like start baby talking. It's like, okay, yeah, because I'll just like straight up talking to the void, um, due to how I'm like not getting many comments. If I had more comments in my live streams, I would talk more. Be like answering everybody who like comments. I know that for most people, it's not easy to get every single person. But since I don't have a lot of people joining me, a lot of people could actually stay. I probably would have about 18 people in the stream talking at once, and I'd probably have like a better time. There are some people who join my stream just to tell me what I should do. Like, you should strafe and other stuff. Like, they try giving me tips about stuff. I'm like, yeah, I could, but even I've like told them like, oh yeah, sometimes I will do it. Other times I have done it and it hasn't changed anything. And I've managed to outplay people before, but even then, I'm like, just because I do this simple thing right here doesn't mean I'm gonna end up becoming the greatest ever. It's not like I haven't tried doing it. There are times when I go like, oh yeah, today I'm just gonna destroy people, and I do. Other times I'd be like, damn, it's just not my day. And then there'd be like sometimes when I like play against people, and some of them will pull off the most strangest acts. Like, say I'm like several miles away from somebody who was trying to shoot at me, and I was like double checking just to make sure that they're that far from me. I'm like, okay, well, I'm easily gonna get away. But then they somehow managed to get near me out of nowhere. They just end up getting super fast and pop up behind me. And I'll be like, how? You know? I'd be like, how did you get behind me after me leaving you in the dust a few moments ago? Some people are like, oh yeah, these people are cheating, and other people are like, oh well, they're just bitter. Like, maybe they are, and maybe they are, You know, maybe they are cheaters, maybe they're not. Some people, like if they're low level, they're either on a Smurf account or they just got extremely lucky, and it's cool. But if I notice, the gunfire is inaccurate, I go like, well, that made no sense. And then other times I'll be like, yeah, that made no sense at all. And I'll be like, highly aggro. Like, there's no reason for that to have happened. Because at one point, you know, you could say, oh, it's just some weird game logic or something, or some people are putting in cheats, and it's like, some people are like, oh, well, you can't do that on the system. It's like, what do you mean? Of course you can put in cheats inside of a game on a system. Do you not recall any PlayStation game and stuff? I mean, it's not that hard to understand. Like, people back in the day used to have these cheat codes and stuff to get better at the game. And that would even be like on something like Nintendo systems as well. Like a console like is their own version of a secret way of playing the game. And you're just gonna have to like figure it out or go to a tutorial. Because some people will have tutorials on games that you'll end up playing. You see this shovel, and then you see this. It looks like an actual shovel. There was a stream I was doing earlier, and someone wanted to play with me, and I was like, all right, well, you can send me an invite if you want, then, because I don't know if I have you on PlayStation. You can obviously see my name tag, so you can just send me an info. And they kept saying, can we 1v1, can we 1v1? And I was like, yeah, sure, we can. Just send me an info. And time passes, and then they're like, never mind, I'll just go. And I was like, okay, well. I was like, we can, just send me an info. It's not my fault that you didn't want to send me an invitation. I was already in the middle of something else anyway. Oh. You asking me just like out of the blue. It's like, okay. Well, hey, maybe we can. You know, I don't mind playing with subscribers. I don't mind playing with new people. I don't know why sometimes people say like, hey, let's do this, and then they will never invite me or add me. And the few people that have actually added me before playing a game with me, because obviously I was originally their friend, those people, I'm just like, you know what, it's so nice that you decided to take initiative and not have me go like, hey, add me or this or that, because we met somewhere, and I'm like, okay, well, you obviously wanted to play with me, so of course I'll say yes, let's do this. I never understood why people would sit somewhere and just go like, oh, why don't you want to play with me, this and that, and I'm like, well, first off, I did say we can. So just having someone who actually takes the initiative to have me back, and usually people ask you to play with them while already doing something, and so I'm like, yeah, sure, we can. Just invite me, or send me a friend request and then chat and stuff, and all this other stuff. That's actually kind of how I found a lot of my friends who became YouTubers on their own. Is that they wanted to play a game with me because they heard about me or something, or they saw me somewhere and they were like, hey, can I play with you? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And yeah, it's practically the main way I gained friends on PlayStation was people just finding out about me through their friends or through some random memes, and then becoming friends with me, and then we just play games together. There are some friends who stopped playing due to in real life stuff happening, and I was like, it's okay, because obviously real life stuff happens, and you can't be mad at someone when something is happening to them IRL. Which did drive me nuts when people said oh my gosh, Why don't you? Why don't you ever have time? Like, I did tell people, what time they could. They could come and play with me. What time I'll be off, what time I'll be on. I used to send my schedule to people who wanted to play games with me. Eh. I never really found it easy for people who do that. Like, obviously, I gave you the opportunity and you didn't choose it. There was this one guy I played with. He was fun for a great while, and then something came up. Speaking of which, there are some people that I get along with, like, right away, and then other people, of course, normally, like, you don't always get along with someone because there's just differences between different types of people in the world, and I've ran into my fair share of people who do not share the same interests as me, or care about, like, the responsibilities that I have, and will constantly berate me for, like, be online all the time, or something else like that. There'd be a lot of times I get, like, people respect if I'm like, oh yeah, something happened, it's okay, don't worry about it. Yeah, that's just life, you know? Like, I try to be, like, the most understanding person in a friend group, and there are sometimes when people just are really bad at doing the exact same thing. Like they can't grasp like you not being online for a certain amount of time or you being on when they're on. And to me, honestly, I've also felt like it's really bad that people wait so long just to get online and then have the audacity to complain about me not being online. Um, I'm like, I do give everybody a heads up. Like, hey, this is the time I'll be on. This is the days I'll be on. Because those are the days that I'm off. I'm currently looking for new work, and I'm doing YouTube full time currently. So I'm uploading a lot more live streams. I'm uploading videos. I'm constantly trying to keep things up to date. And the most that has happened since I started live streaming fully is that I've gained a lot more subscribers, and I assume just live streaming in general, like the main premise of gaining subscribers. So I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep live streaming. I'm gonna keep doing what I can to really just put myself up there. And if I do land another job somewhere, uh, don't worry, I will still completely start live streaming any day I'm off, and I mean live streaming. There's period of time I was like, I'll live stream as much as I can, and then there was just so much stuff going on. I was just like, I'm sorry guys. And I'd honestly tell everybody like, hey yo, there's this really big thing going on in my life right now, and I can't keep live streaming this much or can't upload because all this stuff is happening. You know, because just like anyone else, just like any other YouTuber as well, we have problems, and there's stuff that happens to us that we need to recover from. There are some times in my live streams where I just like straight up stop talking after speaking a certain amount. My body just goes like, okay, well you spoke this much, and now you need to stop talking. It's like, okay, well, I could do that. I could shut up for like a few minutes. There'd this one group that I was hanging out with, they were like, why do you sound so sad all the time? I'm like, I'm not. Like, but you're not, you don't sound enthusiastic or in any way, shape, or form. You just sound really serious. I'm like, this is how I sound. It's like, no, it's not, because we've heard you sound enthusiastic before. I'm like, yeah, there are times when I am enthusiastic. There are days when I'm not. It's like anyone else. Like, you expect me to be enthusiastic every single day? Yeah, pretty much. Cause you feel like it's the real you when you're all enthusiastic, and I'm like, the real me? Oh, there's so much that I don't want to get into. That's a part of the real me. I am far from okay. And people were like, really? But you seem so helpful and so cheerful and so kind-hearted and so like nice. I'm like, I was raised to be a good person. Like, I would hope anyone else would be raised to be a good person. Like, so what's so bad about you? I'm like, there's nothing bad about me specifically. There is problems I have that I basically let happen because I became a pushover, letting people basically walk over me. It's like, you shouldn't let people walk over you. I'm like, I know. I was raised to be nice, but being nice all the time kind of just made me everyone's scapegoat, punch me back, and stuff. Like, I could literally have done nothing wrong and still get blamed for someone else's thing. Like, to blame you for someone else's stuff? Like, yeah, I mean, I did say a few moments ago, people use me as their scapegoat. Like, I'm constantly being berated with, oh, I don't believe you because this seems like something you would do. I'm like, what do you mean something I would do? All the stuff I've done for you without, like, complaining. All the kind things that I did for you because you needed me to do it for you. Because you couldn't do it yourself. You're telling me that you think I'm a bad person? But then praise me every time I do something great. And then 10 seconds later, like, turn like 360 and just said, you know what? You're the worst person here. And I'll be like, what? Why? What did I do wrong? So, I don't know. But you most likely did something wrong. I'm not happy with you. Like, do you actually have a reason, or are you just trying to blame me because something else is actually bothering you? No, I'm sure it's your fault for something. It's like, what? Why? What did I do? You don't have actual proof or information of, like, what I did. Why am I at fault? Don't try to overthink it or confuse me. Like, what do you mean confuse you? I'm the one getting confused. Like, what, what did I do? I'm genuinely, like, wondering, what could I have done to upset you? Existing? I guess. I don't know. It's like, well, thanks. My assistant's that bad? I guess. It's like, I've had people go like, oh my gosh, you're doing this, you're doing that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, you're always causing problems. And like, what the fuck are you talking about? Check the cameras. Oh, we don't need to check the cameras because there's no reason why someone would lie. There's, there's no reason why someone would lie. Do you, Do you really have so much faith in like anyone who tells you one thing without actually checking to see if it's true or not? Well, I mean, I hired them, or there's no reason someone would have to lie to me, cause such and such, and I'm like, huh? What are you talking about? You do know, like, the higher someone gets up in a job, the more trust they get, the more they could actually try to get away with something. Because even if you're like, oh yeah, like, you're such a good person that I decided to da 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 da. Like, I respectfully told them, like, so many things until, like, they started trying to bully me into saying that I am the worst person here. But constantly complain about everybody else and then tell me how good a worker I am just so they can sit there and say that I'm the only one who's bad. What do you mean? You just complimented me like a second ago. How the am I the bad person here? Like, I don't know. I mean, they probably did something wrong. It's like, well, again, can I get proof that I did something wrong? Like, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? You can't. You can't accuse me of something if you don't have proof. You can't just say out of nowhere, "Oh my gosh, you're probably like a really bad person," when you didn't even give me a reason why I would be a bad person. Like, you just sat there and said, "You know what? Someone said that they don't like you, and now I believe that you're a bad person," and that's it, huh? They just randomly said they didn't like me, and then you just go like, "Oh, you know what? Because they don't like you, though I know that you're a really good worker, I'ma still believe them. You worked here longer than they have, and I made them a manager before you. But why? I came in every day early. I did this and this for you. I kept helping you guys through this. The only time I take a chill during work, it was like when I know that there wasn't gonna be any problems. And you're like, oh my god, where did it go, man? I don't want to stay here all night. And I'm like, what are you talking about? We're usually done early. Anytime I'm on the shift, we're usually done early. Why are you acting like it's like I'll be a problem? Because honestly, I've I've proven way too many times. Like, yeah, anytime I take a chill, we're usually in the good. But when other people do it, which honestly doesn't bother you at all until there's a bunch of customers seconds later. No, this isn't his fault. What? That's also my fault? These two are just hanging around each other and not really doing much work. But hey, you know what? let's blame Isaiah. For what? What are we blaming me for? Not being proficient. What do you mean me? Again, what do you mean me? They're the ones not doing anything. Yeah, but I mean, so you mean what? Mm, I don't know. Just don't trust you. For what? Please explain. I beg of you, please explain to me the reason why you do not trust me. You can't. You can't. And you expect me to be like, oh, it's okay. I'm definitely at fault here. You don't take any responsibilities. What are you talking about? I take responsibilities all the time. And then when you guys find out I'm not the problem, and you find out someone else is the problem, you don't do jack shit about it. You legit will just sit there and let them be. You can't complain about me and do nothing when someone else does something bad. Or you can't just sit there, find out that I'm not the one causing any problems, and then go like, oh, well, I'm pretty sure they won't do it again. What are you? Okay, so you're quick to like blame me, but you'll sit there and let these guys just walk around like there's no problem. Yeah, pretty much. It's like, why do I work here? To suffer? To deal with rudeness? Please, enlighten me. What's the reason for me to work here? Because honestly, if you're not going to take responsibility, and I do mean you not take responsibility, I don't know what to say to you. You don't have to say much, because you're at the fault. For what? There was another period of time when I did get fed up with people who did that to me, and I actually stood up for myself and talked to them a bit more aggressively than I normally talk to people, and they're like, these are higher ups, and I'm like, higher ups my ass. I don't need to prove that they were lying to you. And the biggest thing you can say is, well, I can't lose a manager, so I have to apologize to them when they're not being the honest one. Alright, that. And I just did not. I just got more aggressive to the point to where they did not want to mess with me. And the current, the old job that I used to work at was Wendy's, and the reason why I stopped working there was because they had no proof of anything, but they really were set on, well, if you're going to try to work a second job, then we're going to try to find a way to fire you. But why? Why would you try to find a way to fire me when I'm the one that does most of the good work here? Actually, probably the one who instructs everyone on what to do properly. It is constantly trying to fix things. There are times when I'm not wearing the full uniform, and that honestly, if you said that to me, I'd have been like, okay, that's a reason to fire me, because I'm not always wearing the full uniform, which is something I need to do more of. But if you're just gonna try to put these extreme things on me, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're full of shit. You're completely full of shit. Like, you can't just put these extreme, like, oh, he must have done this, and this, and this, and this, and I'm like, what? This never happened. What do you even mean? Y'all are putting the most extreme bullshit on me. For what? For wanting to work at another place while still working here. Yeah. Like, okay. You're right, we can't do that. But we're gonna do it anyway. We don't like people lying, but because we don't want to lose our managers or anyone who comes to us about something. Yeah. So you're telling me half the time I told you oh yeah, this person did this or that, you're like, oh well, you see, that's valid. Hmm? Yeah, it's valid. They have the right for certain things, and I'm like, they do. Okay. And Tell me, why do they have the right? Because it goes against guidelines. But tell me, what's the reason why they have the right? Are you questioning my authority? He's like, no, I'm questioning your ethics right now. Because honestly, what the fuck? How you gonna let someone complain about me when you see me every single time doing the best work that anyone's ever done for your business, and then go like, oh yeah, I'll believe them. If I work here longer than these guys, right? And they just randomly just comes out of the blue saying that I did something, you're gonna believe it. Well, yeah. They shouldn't have any reason to lie to me. If I have no reason to lie to you, you think that you have the right to tell me that these people have the right to lie about me? How long have I worked here? I worked here about 2 years. You worked here about 3 years. You know, you worked here for a pretty long time. You've also been on time, only been late a few times. You've proven to like always get your work done. You come in when you're sick, even though you should stay home. Yeah, I do. I come in when I'm sick, and I could have stayed home. All these people always calling out on you, and you decide, okay, we'll believe the people who call out the most. We'll believe the people who made multiple lies in the past, but because of their status in the world, we're going to just let it slide. And then take every word they say against you, the one that we should know, the one that we do know, usually the one who shows the most promise and truth in the whole business, that we're not going to believe you as much as we're going to believe them. How does that make sense? You can't just tell me that you believe me and then go around 365 like a whole year and go like, nah. you, you, how are you going to tell me this to my face? Like, this is normal. Like, this is okay. Like, this is a thing that you're allowed to do to me. You know what I should have done? I should have sued you. I should have called y'all's bullshit a long time ago and sued you. But I didn't. So why? Because I felt like the few people that actually understand and don't fucking think that I'm a lying fucking jerk, and honestly stuck by me the whole time when they knew and was there on that day knowing that none of those actions actually happened, said like, yo, hey, take my word for it, he did not do this, and he's this and this, you know? You can't just lie about something completely random or completely serious and then say, yeah, this is what you did. And we're gonna believe that you did it because we don't have any proof, but we're going to say that you did. And then one day they were like, oh, see, we got this email right here. This is it. You did this to these two people. Okay, for one, the thing that's written right here says that it was a gay couple. Right? I'm dating two females at this current moment in time. How would that make any sense? Also, in what reality do you think me dating two females means that I'm going to try to place myself into a gay relationship with two other people? And again, if you constantly listen to me, as I've told multiple people that come by to our store, hi, welcome to Wendy's. How are you doing today? And all the times that I've mentioned, hey, what would you do if you got this much money or something? See, I ask questions like, hey, what would you do if you were able to travel this way or travel that way? Or what would you do if you won a shitload of money? You know, the average thing that most people usually talk about that they randomly started saying was not normal. So don't just go around asking people what they'll do with shitloads of money. What are you talking about? I feel like you guys never had an actual conversation with somebody before. I've been in multiple conversations with people asking me like, hey, what would you do if you won a shit ton of money? I've been in conversations with my family, I've been in conversations with people at school back when I used to go to school. I've been in conversations with people outside of school. And everyone's always asked, like, hey, what would you do if you got to go this far, or this place, or this much money in your pocket? If you won this much money, what would you do with it? It's like, well, okay. And then some of the questions that I'll be asking are things that I literally find online. Like, I'll find someone ask something, and I'll be like, I'm gonna ask my coworkers and see what their reactions are. Or, whatever. And they would be so tame about the question, but then they would also be like, what caused you to ask this question in the first place? And I'd be like, so I saw it, like, somebody asked this question. Ay, bonito. Well, that helps me technically. Clears up some of that dirt and the ground. What do you mean? I didn't even look at you. I didn't even look at the Endermen and they fucking came to kill me. There's a few times it's warped in front of me, but I didn't stare at it very long. And it's placing blocks. Almost day 80. See you guys in the next one, I guess. Till the next.